Hello again and welcome back to English Today. This is DVD 21 and the fourth DVD in your advanced level. And in this DVD, we'll start again with another 2 episodes of our story, That's Life. And then after that, in our special TV programs, our music expert will be talking about the Royal Opera House in London. And then our travel expert will be looking into volunteer holidays. Then, in the grammar section, we will look at ways of expressing your likes and dislikes. And we'll also study different ways of expressing feelings of regret. All right? So enjoy your viewing.
Jack, I was waiting for you. Have you got a minute?
Sure, Edward. What's up? You want to put some muscles in your film?
Oh, Jack, you're quite a joker. I need some advice about a rather delicate matter. Well, it's about women.
Oh, well, then you've come to the right person when it comes to women. In all modesty, I'm sort of an expert. Go ahead, shoot. But make it fast. I have to get to the gym.
Oh, well, don't worry. It's like this. If a woman lets you mysteriously know that she's keen on you, and if you didn't expect it, but then you find that you don't mind the gesture, in fact, because of this, you find that you are becoming fond of her. And if she acts as if nothing has happened...
Whoa, Edward. What are you getting at? I don't understand it. Is this a new idea for a film? Because if it is, you should think about rewriting this script. It seems very convoluted to me.
Jack, stop joking. It's a serious matter. I just don't know how to behave. I can't stand this situation.
Well, okay. Let's take this from the top. So, a woman goes for you. However, she doesn't do it openly. But then she pretends as if nothing has happened. And, as far as I can tell, you don't dislike the idea. Have I got it?
Exactly. What should I do?
Well, the fact, her behavior leads me to believe that she's fond of games. So use that. Play the mysterious man. And then surprise her with something special. You know, like take her out to dinner, or write her a poem, or send her some red roses. Women really go for that kind of thing.
Really? I got an idea.
I'd really like to meet this mysterious woman. What she sees in him is beyond me.
Edward? Edward? Would you mind not watching the TV for a moment? I'd like to have a word with you.
Is it important, Alice? Chuck is on. The reality program about show business. You know I'm nuts for this show.
Yeah, I know. It's about the only thing you go for.
What's up, Alice? What's bothering you?
Edward, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just that... has something...
What?
I mean... anything particular happened recently?
Oh, well, if I have to tell you the truth, yes.
Great! So, what?
So what are you getting at?
Well, what did you think about it? Were you pleased by it?
Oh, yes, very much, but why we are talking about such embarrassing things?
think you should talk about it, Edward. Once and for all.
You think you know me? I'm not good with words.
Well then, get into action. I think you've already waited long enough.
Maybe you're right. I'm a klutz, aren't I, Alice?
Well, yes, but you can fix it.
I'll surprise you. By the way, Alice, have you decided what are you going to wear for our date yet?
Oh, our date? Are you serious, Edward?
Sure, our date with Mr. Martin, the television producer.
That date?
Have you forgotten?
No, don't worry. I haven't forgotten about it.
He is way behind. No one jumps for the ball, no one calls for the ball. Carney's slightly out of position, just snaps the ball and scores.
Hello again, and welcome back. Jack and Edward in that episode were talking about what they like doing and what they dislike doing. And in the English language, this is very interesting because there are different ways of describing what you like and what you dislike, different verbs, different phrases, and that's what I want to do with you now. I'm going to give you some examples in this little exercise. And if you listen carefully, you will notice how many different forms there are. It's like a little quiz. I'm going to talk to you about an animal, all right? I'm going to describe what this animal likes doing and dislikes doing, and then I want you to try and guess what the animal is, all right? So are you ready? Listen carefully. Well, these animals are keen on eating big animals. They're keen on eating big animals. They're fond of basking in the sun in the long grass. So they're fond of lying, basking in the sun in the long grass. They really love running at top speed. They love running at high speed, okay? They can't stand getting wet. Like when it rains, they can't stand getting wet. They can't bear being disturbed when they're eating. They can't bear being disturbed when they're eating. Another thing, they don't mind the presence of man, but at a distance. All right, okay. They dislike being close to lions. Dislike being close to lions. They hate being disturbed when they are with their cubs, with their babies. Okay, their babies, their cubs. As animals, they don't go in much for making noise. They don't go in for making noise. They're silent, they're quiet. And for them, it's all right to eat only twice every 4 days, so once every 2 days. They don't have to eat every day. So, have you guessed the animal? It's a cheetah. Now remember that in English, a cheetah is not Mr. Monkey. A cheetah in English is the fastest animal in the world. It's the cat, the wild cat with dots. That's the cheetah, and that's what I was describing, all right? Now let's look more closely at the language that I used. So, if we are talking about likes, these are the possibilities. You can use the verb to be keen on. Now notice that these verbs are followed by the gerund form because we have a preposition. So, I'm keen on skiing. Keen on plus gerund means I'm enthusiastic about it. I'm fond of learning English. Same meaning, okay? It means I like it very much. Keen on, fond of, plus gerund. You can have the negative too. I'm not so fond of going to the cinema alone, for example. Now, what about negative? I can't stand is the same as I hate. Very, very common use, this. I can't stand getting up early in the morning, gerund. I can't stand getting up early in the morning. We also say, I can't bear. Look at the pronunciation. I can't bear, all right? Getting up early in the morning. I can't bear drinking beer, for example. You can say, I really love doing something. I really love playing tennis. Now, you can say, I don't mind doing something. Now, I don't mind means I don't particularly like it. I don't particularly dislike it. So it's okay, it's nothing special for me. So I don't mind playing tennis, but it's not my favorite sport. All right? We also have the verb dislike. I dislike playing tennis. All right, so see how many they are. It's really interesting. Another one which is much less known, but we use it quite a lot, is to go in for. Listen to this. I don't go in for watching documentaries. I don't go in for playing tennis. Again, which means I'm not interested in it. All right? Another thing is, well, it's all right. Again, this is non-committal. It's all right playing tennis, but it's not my favorite sport, all right? And then something similar to all right is it's okay. Well, it's okay eating rice, but I'm not really very enthusiastic about it. So you see how many different examples we have to describe like and dislike in English. And again, these are things that we use every day, so you need to practice them often. So it's okay learning English, and you are excellent at doing it, and I like seeing your progress. Okay, great. Well, that's this lesson, and we'll see you again in the next one. All right, bye for now.
Great. This spot should work well. Maybe here would be better. And I'll put the card here, next to this. Let's give it a quick once over again. And I should have done this long ago. Now I can't wait any longer. Listen to my poetry, written especially for you. You are perfume, the color of all flowers, the breath and scent of the sea, the warming strength of the sun. You, the shining star that lights my life. Who knows if she'll like it? What about these roses? Will she like them? And what if she makes fun of me? Perhaps I shouldn't have listened to Jack, but of course. It makes no sense to go on as if nothing has happened. Somebody has to take the first step. I'll await you tomorrow night here in the living room. When everyone is asleep, we'll be able to be alone. Finally, alone. Okay, that is done. There's nothing more to do now but wait. Anne will be home soon. Thank God Alice won't be here at least for 2 hours. And Jack is at the gym. Yes, I calculate everything perfectly. Now it's time for me to leave as well. I don't want Anne to see me here. Here she is. It's time to go. Excellent. Great, Edward. The moment of truth approaches. They'll never call me an amateur again.
Right, fine. Bye-bye. Oh, is the door open? Bloody cat's coming. Oh, what are these? For me? Oh, they're beautiful. I wonder who sent them. Oh, what poetry. Who could have written it? No, Anne. What are you thinking? Now, don't be silly. It can't have been Jack. Oh, my God. But then again, he's the only person I can imagine who would have written such lovely poetry and... Oh, my God. Oh, what if it were Jack? Now that Sharon is out of the picture... Who would have ever thought that one day... Oh, Jack.
Hi, Anne.
Hi, Alice.
My, aren't we feeling chirpy today?
Yes, we are feeling chirpy. I've just received a mysterious and completely unexpected surprise.
So, what is it? What's all the suspense for?
I'm sorry, Alice. I'd like to keep it a secret for the time being. There's something I have to check up on first. But don't worry, I'll tell you soon enough. Now, why don't you tell me, how's it going with Edouard? By the look on your face, I would guess things aren't going very well.
You said it. A complete and utter disaster. I should never have written that card.
Why? What's the matter?
That's the problem. Nothing has happened. Edouard acts as if he'd never read that card. And yet I know he read it. I'm absolutely certain of it.
Why are you so sure?
Well, he told me in no uncertain terms. I fished around, vaguely, and he admitted that something strange had happened, and he also said that he was very pleased. And then nothing. No words, no actions. At this point, I think he was referring to something else entirely. Or else, I just have to accept the fact that he isn't interested in me.
Oh, don't get depressed, Alice. If you want my opinion, I think you should have told him in person. Face to face is always better than playing games. At any rate, you've still got time. Why don't you sit down and have an earnest word with him?
No way! To be embarrassed further? Anyway, there's something fishy about this whole story. Either Edward is acting like a complete fool, or else he hasn't truly understood what I feel for him. Oh, I need some clarity. From now on, I'm going to scrutinize his every move.
Hi again and welcome back for some more English.